Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope everyone is doing great. Today we're going to be talking about consciousness. And the reason why we're going to be talking about consciousness is because some of you guys have been asking me about the changes you have noticed. And I have been explaining in another audio that basically what is happening is that your consciousness is expanding. So today I want to talk about the levels of consciousness because when it expands, you switch levels, obviously. And when we talk about consciousness, we talk about five levels usually. The sad thing is that the majority of the people never leave level one. So majority of the people always stay at level one. And this is something that I kind of always tell you guys. So let's talk about the level one. What is the level one? The level one is something that we call the sleepwalker level. And the reason why the level one is called the sleepwalker level is because these are people that live on autopilot. So it's kind of like I always tell you, your brain, when you are unconscious, sorry, not like literally, but you know what I mean, your brain is gonna be on autopilot. So they live their life on autopilot. They are reactive, as I always tell you guys. If you are very reactive, you're on the first level. You're not in control. You're on autopilot, and this is why you're reactive because basically what is happening, your triggers are just simply taking over. So when you're triggered, you go on autopilot and you react. So these people are reactive. They are not reflective. They blame external circumstances for everything. It's victim mentality. Um, Life always happens to them. They just think this is life, this is how it is, it sucks, it always is horrible. They see the negative in everything. And they are unaware of their patterns. So they don't notice the patterns, they don't notice why something is repeating, they don't notice, okay, this is something that keeps happening to me. Instead of thinking, oh, this is I have such bad luck and I'm such a victim, maybe I should figure out why this pattern is happening to me and what I need to learn from it so I can grow and I can go to level two, right? So level two, I think, is the level where majority of you guys are at the moment. Level two, the awakening, basically. So this person begins questioning everything and recognizes their patterns, which is great. This person takes responsibility and doesn't just blame others and circumstances and everything, but really takes responsibility for things. This person tends to, just research psychology, philosophy, magic, tarot, spirituality, to find answers because they're really interested. They're awakening. So I think that the majority of the people, when they find me, will already start the awakening because they will be seeking spirituality. They will feel drawn to me, and they will, just kind of notice their patterns and they will want to kind of fix it. Yeah, this is a very familiar level, right, guys? And this level, the awakening, is the level where the real work begins. So you may think, okay, I'm awakened, but no, you're just awakening. This is kind of the start. Okay, level three, the shadow worker. Shadow work. So this person confronts their darkness and really works on the past wounds that they had. um, this person no longer runs from pain. This person is authentic and they accept all of their selves, which basically means shadow work. So shadow work is about accepting your shadow. That's why we call it shadow work. And you can find more about it if you type in shadow work uh, into this channel, because I have a dedicated, at least one dedicated audio to shadow work. So basically, your shadow self is the part of you that you feel ashamed of in a way, or that you don't like. And that part of you wants to be seen as well, wants to be validated as well, wants to be loved as well. So it wants to be accepted. And that's something that you need to work on. We all do, because everybody kind of doesn't like their shadow and wants to ignore the shadow. But the shadow cannot be ignored and should not be ignored. That's not nice, guys. Okay. Majority of the people, before they reach level 3, the shadow worker, will have some difficulties, and they will go back and forward with the work. They will give up, they will go back into it. And that is something that we kind of see a lot in general. I mean, myself, I see it a lot, but then, this is something that just needs to be done. Without shadow work, you can't progress. Shadow work is essential for, just growing. Let's go into level 4. The level 4, the alchemist, sorry, alchemist. I think that's how it's pronounced in English. Anyways, these people transform pain into wisdom. So, like I always tell you guys, pain happens so you can learn and grow. It is a way we learn here on earth, through pain. Pain is the best teacher. So you can definitely transform pain into something meaningful and something wise. And that is the point of pain. And not a lot of people can do this, right? Because majority of the people will not grow from pain. They will just go into victim mentality more and more and more, and they will not understand and recognize that this pain is teaching them something, right? So these people are detached from outcomes. So detachment is something that is so important, guys, and we teach detachment here. Remember that you have so many audios on detachment. So if you want to learn more about detachment, just type in detachment, detaching, letting go. Okay. Another thing that is very important for level 4 is that these people live in the present moment. Majority of the people live in the past or in the future, and you can recognize if you live in the past or in the future quite easily. If you live in the past, usually you will be very depressed, traumatized from everything. You will live the victim mentality of your past. You will expect the worst, or these scenarios based on your past traumas. If you're very anxious all the time, you have anxiety, whether it's social anxiety or just like anxious attachment style, you're living in the future. You have a lot of fear, but basically majority of the people will be living in the past and in the future, and very few will be living in the present moment. This is why it's level 4. It's really high, and it's it's so beautiful to live in the present moment, because the present moment is all you actually have. The past is gone, the past is done, the past is over, and you just need to realize that it's finished, and then the future has not happened yet. And there is no need to worry about it, because you are now in the present and you need to do the most you can in the present. And also enjoy the present. Enjoy every moment, guys, as I always tell you, because you'll be sorry later, obviously. Level 4 people also help others to wake up. So they are healers, they are teachers, they help others to wake up. Okay. They are aware their life doesn't happen to them, life happens through them. And now level 5. Level 5 is the sage. Level 5, these people are detached from the ego. These people control only what they're able to control, basically, because majority of the people, they tend to try to control everything, and some things we can't control, and we need to realize that, and we need to let go of that desire to control everything. There are some things you can't control, and that is okay, and that is totally fine, but it's important to realize that, Okay, they are unmoved by praise or criticism. They just stay, they just stay leveled. Whether you give them a critic or you praise them. Majority of the people, if they receive some kind of negative criticism, they will become reactive and they will also become defensive. So it's quite a skill not to do that. Level 5 people are not afraid of dying because they know it's just a transformation, and again, something they can't control and something that happens to everyone, something that just has to happen. That's the cycle of life, right? And they are in complete inner peace, which is very beautiful, obviously. Majority of the people are in chaos. Inside, they don't know peace. Some people have never felt inner peace in their lives. I've had clients in coaching that have never felt inner peace ever. And that is so sad. And that is something that you all guys actually can, repair. Definitely. Remember that. So, another thing that's very important to mention is that when it comes to these levels of consciousness, you are not actually climbing them literally. So you go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, but you also spiral through them. You move backward. You go back and forth. You leap forward. You fall down. You rise again, and that's just how it goes, right? So it's about the journey, not about the destination. And yeah, I think that's important to be kind to yourself and to be aware that it's a process, that you are gonna fall down during this process. Everybody does. But the most important thing is to pick yourself up and to go up again, to not give up. Okay. So, I also want to say some other things. So, level 1, the sleepwalker, the level that majority people are at, that is quite a seductive level. And this is because it requires nothing from you guys, nothing. You do not need to do anything. Basically, you're on autopilot. So, people on this level, they blame their parents, they blame circumstances, they blame genetics, they blame their ex partners, their kids, everyone. They're always seeing negative in everything. There is always something where they can pinpoint and say, okay, it was because of this person, it was because of that, it was because, I did not grow up rich, or whatever it is. They will always blame something, and they will always have a reason why, they are the way they are. So, it's very important to recognize these people, and they're really easy to recognize, right? And I think that we all tend to be level 1 sometimes, even when we have awakened. And it's so easy to spiral back into level one because, it's so easy to blame others. It's so easy to be on autopilot. It's so easy to react. It is the easiest thing. And that's why the majority of the people will be at level one. So, guys, I really hope this was insightful. I hope it was helpful. I hope you are doing your vibrational work again. Even though it's the weekend, I still hope you are. And if anybody has any questions that for the people that are, just expanding their consciousness, you can always ask and keep going. I love you guys. Bye.